It's been 4 hours, only 3 questions completed, and you still have no idea what you're doing? I am Astrid the Maths Mentor, and I'm here to help you pass your HSC. I'm here to share with you some of the tips that I share with my students on how to have a stress-free but effective way of studying for maths. This is part of my How to Study playlist, so make sure you subscribe for more study hints. Let me debunk a myth first of all. The trick to studying maths is not just practice. Now, practice is important, but what's even more important is what you're practicing. If you keep practicing the wrong way to do something, guess what? You're going to get pretty good at doing the wrong thing. But Astrid, how am I supposed to know if I'm doing something right or wrong? This is when you get a second opinion. Ask for help. The internet will only help you a little bit, but what would be even better is if you are able to ask a mentor, a tutor, your teacher, or a capable classmate to help explain to you how to do the questions properly. Make sure you understand your work to its fullest before you start practicing it like crazy. The next advice I have is that when you do practice in short bursts. Do as many questions as you can in at most half an hour. Do not continue studying if you start losing focus. If your vision starts going blurry or if your mind starts wandering elsewhere, stop, revive, and survive. Take a 5-minute break. Go do something fun. Break into a dance, perform your favorite song, go and rehydrate, anything but studying. Then after 5 minutes of fabulousness, come back and do another 20 to 30 minutes of focused work. That means without a video playing in the background, without checking your phone, just 20 to 30 minutes of focused practice time. This should be all you need, just a little bit of review every day. If you practice correctly just a little bit every day, you will pass your next exam without even trying. Comment below with how long your daily maths homework routine takes you. Do you sometimes find it frustrating when you have done 100 questions just the day before and try to do those exact same questions again today, but can't do it? That's probably because you were trying to memorize the steps instead of understanding the concepts. Humans have terrible memory. It's a waste of time trying to memorize steps in maths because a week later you're going to forget it. That is not studying smart, that is studying hard and without results. Instead, if you find yourself writing a line of working but you're not sure why, call up your mentor and ask. Clear up the confusion, and then every single question you do after that, remind yourself of the reason why that line of working exists. Focus on the why, not on the what. The same goes with formulas. Don't just memorize formulas, try and understand how it came about. I've seen so many of my students either input the wrong variables or use the wrong formulas because they don't know what it's for, and they think that as long as they use a formula, it's going to give them the answer. I know deriving formulas can be overwhelming for some of you, and I don't blame you, it can be confusing, and the textbooks sometimes make it worse. If you do feel this way, I strongly advise you to consider getting a professional maths mentor. The next tip is my personal favorite. There is one thing that you can do to condense 3 hours of revision into 10 minutes. Wouldn't that be great? To be able to reinforce the comprehension and information of an entire topic in 10 minutes. How do you do it? You teach it to somebody else. That's right. Have you had one of those moments where halfway through explaining a problem to somebody, you suddenly think of the solution? This is the exact same. Even if you're not entirely sure how to do the question, just by talking about it to somebody will help you not only recall and review the topic, but it forces you to make sense of it not just for yourself, but for somebody else as well. In the end, not only have you gained insight, but you've also helped out a friend. Win-win! Remember, all of my advice is worth nothing unless you action it in your study routine. Click like on this video to show me that you're going to take action and pass your next exam. The next video is going to be on how to avoid mind blanks in maths exams. If you would like me to be your maths mentor, check out my website in the description below to see if we are right for each other. Otherwise, subscribe to this channel for more maths study hints.